We live in a stressful world, and sometimes it's nice to have something that you can stop and put your mind into it, like a book or even video games that sort of gives your mind a break from the things that are going on in this world. But there's a quote that says, talking about a Christian and the things of God, but it says, when I pick something up, I want to hold on to it loosely so it don't hurt if he tells me to put it down. Or if you grab something, sometimes instead of you getting a hold of it, it gets a hold of you. There was a baby that was taken to the emergency room in Little Rock, Arkansas. It had damage to its head. Maybe the dad said, well, I dropped him or her. But as they got to looking into it more, the blunt force to the head, they knew the baby wasn't dropped, that there was another story. When the police got involved and they started pressing in and putting the pressure on the dad, come to find out, a grown man was playing a video game and supposed to be watching his infant baby. The baby would not stop crying. And this man, in a fit of rage, took the game remote control and beat the baby in the head. And it was suffering permanent damage from being hit in the head. That's an example of not a man playing a game, but the game playing him. One thing that I forgot to mention is the fact that many video games are ungodly and violent. And if this man was playing a violent video game where he's killing people or hurting people, it would be easy for him to get frustrated and hurt a defenseless infant. And I want to tell you today that anything in this world can get a hold of you and destroy your life. And listen to this. This is just about the babies as much as it is about anything else. In the hospital at Little Rock, Arkansas, my wife is a nurse in Little Rock, Arkansas, and she actually worked in this hospital. But there is a wing or a unit in the hospital, and it is nothing but babies and children that have been hit or shaken because the parents were in a fit of rage because that child would not stop crying. I have 5 children, and it does get stressful when a baby is crying and you cannot get it to stop. But you have to control yourself. Not have something else control you, like your emotions and things like this. This is just proof of how a game or something of this world can take control over someone's life and destroy it. There is possibly a child who is going to suffer the rest of its life with mental problems because of a video game. This is crazy, folks. You've got to pay attention. Just recently, I bought a game. It's called a Nintendo Switch. I bought it used, didn't pay much for it. And I found a game that I liked. And I sat down and I started playing, and I noticed how it sucked me in. Not that it was just full of graphics and really fun. It was actually an old style game, but it was the challenge of me trying to get further and further. And I got to the very last level, and I played it and played it and played it and played it, and I still hadn't passed it, but I got tired of it and I passed it on to my 9-year-old boy. And a video game is more fit for a young boy. But you and I, we have things to do. We have the things to do for our family, but more importantly, we have the things to do for God. So I want to encourage you today to take a look at your life and see what it is that may be trying to pull you in. My son, who's 14, he's completely obsessed with fishing. He works jobs and he buys fishing stuff. He talks about fishing. He thinks about fishing. He fishes in his spare time any chance he gets. Me, myself, I'm a 42-year-old man. I've got a wife. I've got a family. I've got a job. I'm a minister. I've got other things to do, and I cannot spend my entire time fishing. These here are the only fish that I spend my time with. I want to encourage you today to evaluate your life and see if there's something that has control over you. It can even be the television, Netflix, the movies that you watch. And when someone has a remote control, most of the time they don't control it, but it controls them. I'm not against recreation. I'm not against winding down. I know the world's stressful. I know things are expensive, but I want to tell you that God is in control and God put you in control of your life. So I want to encourage you to put those things away. Let's be mature Christians and let's get something done for God. This is Chaplain Reese signing off. I love you and appreciate you. And if there's anything that I can do for you, maybe you're an individual that's stressed out. Maybe you've come to the point of hurting someone because your emotions have taken control over you. If I can help you, give me a call. Give me an email. I will pray with you. I will believe God. I've been through some of the same things that everybody else has. So God has helped me and He can help you too. Love you and appreciate you. Have a great day. God bless.